We're doing it. We're going
Do
live.
We're going live.
We're going live. We're
going
live!
We're
Are we live?
Yes, we are. Hello.
Hello. What's up, guys?
I think we're all here together.
Are we here together?
Hello.
They're
Once
saying,
we
have we
see
started yet?
those
So
comments rolling
hopefully
in,
they've seen us.
I think we're live.
That we're live. Okay, great.
Yes.
Yes. Everyone is here. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Shafika, Abby, Hunter, Snorky Pub. That's such a fun name.
Yeah.
Artie. Oh my goodness. Thank
Ben,
you, everyone.
Skeleton, Fred,
Yes,
Permafrost.
Yesenia.
Everyone's here.
We're all together.
Yes.
Well, look at... Oh, I jumped the gun.
Oh.
But look at what you're wearing.
Yeah. We had a whole plan for how this was going to go down.
Why do we plan? Why do we plan? Because then I just do a whole other day. I was like, oh, look at us.
We've got shirts.
Okay, let's be professional.
Okay.
Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm David. And we are talking about Survivor.
We are. If you are new to... Oh, did I do it wrong?
Start, cut, re-roll. Okay? From the top.
I'm going to edit this part out. Hi, I'm Sarah.
And I'm David. And we are talking about Survivor.
But first, if you are new to this channel, please click subscribe for funny moments like that. And give this video a thumbs up.
And if you want to subscribe...
See? I'm not the only one.
God. If you want to support us on Patreon, there are links in the description. Now, our shirts. Sarah, I love your shirt.
Thank you, David. I love yours.
This is our new merch.
Look at us. We're
Can you believe this?
No, I cannot, actually.
No, honestly, we have merch.
Who do we think we are?
I don't know. But I hope someone else wants this because I like it. Someone, I think, said in the chat that it's blue. Is it blue?
It's not. It's like a heather gray.
Gray. Okay,
yeah.
I was like, am I that colorblind
Well,
that
you
I
are.
think gray is blue?
Did you know David's colorblind?
I am partially, yeah. So,
Okay.
But it's a gray shirt.
It is gray.
And
but
I
mine
rather
has
like
teal.
it. Yeah.
Teal.
Look at that.
Okay, there's a site called You're Shirting Me.
Shirting.
That is printing and distributing these. We will give you more details at the end of the video, as well as we've got a few to give away. Because not only is You're Shirting Me sitting these out, distributing them, printing them, but they're also sponsoring us. So they're giving us free product to give to you guys. Who do we think we are?
We're like a real channel. So there's going to be a giveaway. Very exciting.
Yes, so stay tuned. We'll talk about that at the end. But first, we got to talk about Survivor.
We got to do it because that Chelsea vote out was a little crazy.
Our girl Chelsea.
And I have to say, like, watching watching her day after video and then reading these interviews on Entertainment Weekly and Parade, she is emotional because she really was such a huge super fan and had applied so many times.
Oh, so many times.
Taking it real hard because it was a real blindside.
It really was.
Yeah.
It was interesting because, I mean, she does have some interesting tidbits that we'll go through, but her emotions were interesting because obviously it happened. She went through a blindside. She got out really early, pre-merge, pre-jury.
Day 11.
Like it's before a family visit. Like she didn't make any of those milestones.
She's like not even hungry yet,
right?
You know.
So she obviously was devastated. Had to deal with that. Then time passes. You think that you've sort
processed.
You've gotten over it a little bit. She even said that Molly had told her watching the episode was kind of cathartic and like was able to be like, got it. Put a cap on that, and now I'm good.
Send it off.
And Chelsea was like, opposite. It just like opened the wounds.
Inflamed everything.
She's very emotional and upset, feeling it again. Which is interesting. You don't hear that as often. But she had that great story.
She did.
Applied more than anyone ever.
Yeah.
Bought
Jeff a drink.
I mean, what?
The balls that takes to send Jeff Probst a drink and then like wave on your way out the door. Like,
like I'll see you at finals.
Yeah.
Like, peace out. Oh my gosh. So good.
I think we should sort of start with her thoughts on the thing that brought her down, which was the showmance with Dean, which she says there was no showmance, folks.
She said there was no showmance.
Yeah.
And they're still not together.
Yeah.
Remember when I was like, they watched the show together. So I think they might be a couple.
Yeah.
No, straight up. She's like still very single. Was single on the island, still very single now.
Yeah. And I love, so she was saying, I mean, you know, clearly it's an edited show. She's like, we cuddled together one night. It was cold. It's what you do. You do it for warmth. Like, I was no closer to Dean than I was on it with anyone else on the tribe. In fact, she said, like, I was putting Missy way ahead of Dean at this point in the game. And Missy's the one who orchestrated her ouster.
Yeah, she mentioned that, yes, the Girls Alliance was a thing. Mm-hmm. Still going strong at this point.
Yep.
So voting her out really makes no sense.
Yeah.
But she said besides that, she was in a secret little 5-person alliance.
Yeah, side alliance.
With Missy, Elizabeth, Dean, and Aaron.
Yeah.
So she was thinking, Dean's in my alliance.
Yeah.
I'm closer with Missy and Elizabeth.
Yes.
She even said Missy and Elizabeth seemed like a duo. Mm-hmm. And that she was like, great, they're going to be more of a target on me.
Right.
I'm the third wheel of this.
Yes.
They're going to be broken up.
Right.
I'm safe.
Yep. Right. And it's just strange because she's in 2 alliances with Missy. So why would she think that Missy would double cross her? And then she's also, like you said, got this side alliance with Aaron. And Missy and Aaron are the 2 who, you know, started going after her. Well, they really started going after Dean, which she said didn't make sense. But that sending her home made even less sense.
Yeah.
So she was like, I just got advice for all the single girls out there. If you're single, go on the island and say you have a boyfriend.
Yeah.
Because otherwise, the moment that you are seen like talking to another openly single person, people automatically just kind of partner you 2 together and think, oh, well, they must be flirting because they're like single people talking.
Right.
And so she's like, that is a huge regret.
Yeah, that's so interesting. She mentioned that Missy and Elizabeth were super tight. Mm-hmm. She mentioned that Tom and Elaine became like kind of a duo.
Right. And she's like, somehow that's okay.
Right.
Nobody cares. But Dean and I.
Because Dean and Chelsea were literally the only 2 single people on their tribe. So, like, showing up on day 1, hi, who are you? Mm-hmm. What's your name? Mm-hmm. The only 2 single people were Chelsea and Dean. And that apparently put a target on their back.
Yeah. And I get it, because if you do genuinely believe that someone is in this showmance, like, chances are that those 2 will save each other before they save you. So it is a threat. But it is so interesting to me to see how this showmance situation played out versus the showmance we just saw on Big Brother. How they made it to the final 2 together and nobody seemed to care. Like, people on Survivor are cutthroat. They will slice that showmance into the first chance they get.
I mean, as they should. Big Brother. Take note.
Yes.
Watch other shows. I mean, first off, watch Big Brother.
Watch Big Brother if you're going to be on it. But yeah, let's not get sidetracked into
that.
Okay.
But yeah, it is like a showmance is no bueno, but any duo.
Yeah.
So
exactly.
Missy and Elizabeth could be like a power couple. They could be, and Tom and Elaine could be a power couple.
Yeah.
I see when she mentioned that they were a duo, I was like, oh, okay, I see why you can't tell Elaine if you're thinking about voting Tom out.
Yeah.
They're a duo.
Yeah.
But if you have this 5-person alliance, why are you talking about any of the 2 in that alliance?
Right.
So Missy and Aaron clearly didn't care about that 5-person alliance.
Right. And, you know, with the alliances thing, too, and Missy specifically, Chelsea made the comment of, like, Missy was the one who was all gung-ho about the all-girls alliance and really wanted to make that work. And then at the end of the day, she's the one who voted a girl out. You know, she spearheaded that thing, so.
And it's interesting because we don't understand. We don't understand how Missy was like, fine, I'll lose a female number.
Right.
But when Missy was saying, Karishma is a number in my pocket, and then she didn't say anything about Chelsea, but we just see her say, okay, maybe Chelsea.
Yeah.
And then Chelsea goes, I was thinking, oh, she didn't trust Chelsea as much.
Yeah.
But that's, at least that's not the case from Chelsea's perspective.
Yeah. And Chelsea also made a comment about, specifically in reference to Missy and Aaron, like, they're talking about, you know, we got to make a big move. I got to blow this game up. Like, I'm here to shake up the island, shake up this game. And she's saying, like, it's day 11, which we kind of talked about in our last video of, like, Missy's coming on too strong in this tribal council. She's showing her cards too early because it is a 40-day long game and it's only day 11. And Chelsea's saying, like, I just think that people have a case of, like, big move-itis right now. And they just feel like they have to come and play hard from day 1. But Chelsea was like, I'm trying to keep a low profile. And I thought that would work for me.
Right.
But I think she almost kept too low of a profile because she was saying as she watched the episode, she's like, where am I in these
Where was I? Yeah. Wait, they had that talk. Where was I?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting. This whole big move IDOLS thing, I don't hate it.
Well, it's entertaining to watch. Yeah, no.
Like, go make big moves.
Mm-hmm.
Go get people out like Molly, like Chelsea, who are going to do well. Like, it's a hard pill to swallow when you're the person who gets blindsided.
Yeah.
But if it's the right move. Like, I don't know. If Chelsea really was loyal to Missy, was that the right move for Missy?
Yeah.
But still, yes, make big moves. Get rid of people, but we're about to see a merge.
And that's the thing. So Chelsea...
Well, not a merge, but a swap.
And Chelsea had some good points about, like, the timing of this move and was it the right move? Was this big move the right move at the right time?
Yeah.
Because she's saying... I thought she had really good points about the math of going into this swap.
Yeah.
And saying if we've gotten rid of Karishma, who she pointed out, like, Karishma's definitely going to flip because she's on the bottom and she feels like she's on the bottom.
Right.
So she is definitely susceptible to someone from Vokai coming and being like, well, work with us and get out that other person, right? So Chelsea recognizes that, knows that she's got to get Karishma out. But she's saying, you know, now you kept Karishma, who's going to flip, and you lost me, who was loyal to you, and you potentially lost Dean, who was loyal to you, because you also blindsided him.
Yeah.
That's not a good thing going into a tribe swap where, you know, potentially, like, what if Aaron is on the bottom of a tribe, numbers-wise, with Dean?
Yeah.
And now all of a sudden Dean's like, well, I can't trust Aaron. Like, I'll go with the rest of these Vokais and get Aaron out. You know, she was really thinking... saying that they knew that this swap was coming up, and she just felt like it was not a good time. We all knew the swap was coming up. Not a good time to get me out.
Now, I would hope that if Missy legitimately is like, Karishma's in my pocket, the words that Missy said to Karishma in Tribal didn't seem like that would have gone together. But if privately on the side, Missy is like, Karishma girl, like, I got you. We are a thing. Like, you have not been voted out because of me. Like, if she's working that angle,
building that loyalty, then
if they are swapping and it's possible, maybe Karishma doesn't flip. You know, it depends on who's there. I don't know. I mean, yes, odds are Karishma's going to flip, but it's not set in stone.
No, you're right.
It depends on what Missy has actually worked out there.
That's right.
But it sounds like Chelsea was a vote in her pocket, so I don't know if that's going to come back and bite her little booty.
Yeah.
One of the questions that Chelsea was asked was, did you guys check on Karishma? What's the deal with that?
Yes.
And Chelsea was like, yes, we checked on her. It was like, we are not horrible people. We checked on her.
Right.
Maybe she didn't realize because her head was in the ground, like whatever. Right. But so without getting all of the details, Chelsea was like, we did.
Right. And the editors used the, like, 10 seconds of, you know, time when nobody was checking on her to, like, build that narrative. You know, it is, we do forget that it's, like, a heavily edited show and they're finding the story here.
But Karishma did say to camera, like, and no one checked on me, they're dead to me. So she was under the impression they hadn't. I
have definitely gotten the feeling from the first handful of episodes that Karishma's not the most reliable narrator of her own story. But, you know.
She is in her head. She doesn't quite get it. Yeah.
So then let's talk about the idol, right? Because that's another reason that she went home, because she didn't play her idol. And she was talking about in one of the interviews I read that she was just so focused on the swap. And everyone, like I said before, everyone knew that was coming up. And she thought she would need that idol more in a swap situation. And she was just so sure that it was Karishma.
Yeah.
She said over and over again in these interviews that that flip to her must have happened at the very last second.
Yes.
Because she even said, we had dinner before Tribal, and Elizabeth, like, made some flippant comment about, like, oh, well, Karishma's going to be eating later. It's no big deal that we didn't save food for her.
Right.
And she's like, I love Elizabeth, but she's not savvy enough to, like, do that, like that many layered of a move.
Right.
So,
to, like, throw Chelsea off. So by dinner, like, right before Tribal, it seemed like Karishma was still the plan.
Yeah.
So Chelsea is under the impression it was super last minute of a change.
Right.
And, even though it looked like from the editing, we saw her face being like, huh? Uh-huh. It apparently did not really cross her mind.
Yeah.
She did not feel like she was in danger at all. She did not even consider using her idol during that tribal.
No.
Because obviously you would want to save it for a swap. That does seem more dangerous.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Absolutely.
Especially when you're on the tribe that is disadvantaged numbers-wise. Going into a swap, you know that there's a much better chance of you being in the minority of your new tribe. So you want to save an idol for a situation like that. And she even made a comment, I mean, who knows how true this is, but she said, like, I would have played it for Elaine. I would have played it for Missy, like, in a swap situation. Like, I wanted to save it to play for myself or someone else on my tribe because I wanted to get Lyra back in the good numbers position.
Right. Interesting that obviously she didn't know about Island of the Idols until she went to Ponderosa and got to talk to Vince. And Vince gave her all the details. So that was interesting to hear. But also, she talked a little bit about voting Vince out, like what went into that. And she said, because we didn't get to see Vince's story, we kind of all talked here of like, well, what lie did he come up with? And he said that his consequence, his punishment for not doing his challenge was to sleep out in the rain, like just to sleep out in the rain.
Yeah.
And she was like, that is not a consequence on Survivor.
Yeah.
She was like, had he told me something like I lose my vote, which is real, she was like, I would have believed that. She was like, but I knew he was lying. That didn't make sense.
Yeah.
So I didn't trust him. He was shifty. He was shady. And so even though it looked like to us that he was pretty much a number for the Girls Alliance, he also was, he had a brain for this game. So like he was eyeing everybody. And I have to imagine that does look shifty and shady.
Yeah, for sure.
As a player.
And that, you know, I think plays into exactly why they voted him out when they did, you know, and why they flipped on him in that moment. So. Okay,
what is coming up?
Yes.
David.
Okay, so it's drop your buffs. It's the swap. We've said it over and over again. And I think there are a couple of different scenarios that could play out here.
Yes.
There are 16 people left in the game.
Okay.
Maybe it's 2 tribes of 8.
Yes.
Or maybe there's 3 tribes of 5, an odd person out, and that odd person goes to Island of the Idols, like we brought up last week. Yeah.
I like it. When I looked at the preview, they show them walk in.
Yeah.
They did an overhead shot like they like to do.
Yeah.
There didn't look like there was a third setup.
Okay.
So I'm thinking it's only 2, but that doesn't mean anything. They could be throwing us off.
Yep.
But the shot overhead was just like 2 little sections. So I think that I like that better.
Yeah. 2 tribes of 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
I just think it's such a natural way to keep this Island of the Idols thing going.
Yes, for sure. How do we get the next person?
Yeah, how do we get the next person, right? And it just feels like a very obvious way of getting that next person to Island of the Idols. And I also sort of, that I think makes for some interesting math too, because if you lose a person from Lyro to Island of the Idols, now all the Lyros are definitely on the bottom in their new tribes, because there's only 6 Lyros left to split between 3 tribes. There's definitely going to be like 2 on each tribe, right? If it's a 3-tribe scenario. But if you lose a Vokai, maybe on one tribe you've got majority Lyro. So, you know, the math, there are some interesting, you know, combinations that could happen if that's the case. But
wouldn't that be cool? If that's the way they pull one odd man out to go to Island of the Idols, wouldn't it be fun if their advantage was they could pick which tribe they went on?
Oh, yes.
That would be super interesting to watch. That would be very valuable.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And now I want that to happen.
Yeah. We have secreted that, put it in the universe.
Put it out there. Make it happen. Manifest.
Yeah.
Whatever.
And then the other thing that they included in this teaser that may have been them trying to throw us off, in fact, I'm pretty sure it is this whole wrestling match between Elaine and Missy, where they make it seem like they're legitimately fighting, like what's going on. Why are they fighting? I don't think they're really fighting. We know that the girls on this tribe have been wrestling. Yeah. They've thrown each other around in the ocean. Yeah. Like they play fight.
That's what they
do.
So
I think that's what's going on.
Yeah, the preview for this, have you guys seen this? The preview for what's coming up is super dramatic. It's just a bunch of
solo shots of like serious faces.
You think you're going to trust me? I don't know who they are.
I want to work with you. I don't know if I can work with you. Yeah.
And then this like wrestling and like Elizabeth's like shock face.
Yes.
And I'm like, whoa, drama. What?
Yeah.
I think in the reality it's going to be like, I can't trust you, but we're not fighting over it.
We're not actually fighting. Like, I don't think that Elaine or Missy would get into an actual fight and risk their time on Survivor, because I don't know what the rules are in terms of like physical violence. That sounds like a strong word, but like any physical altercation between two competitors.
I mean, you can't be physical. You can't be violent.
And then do you get like automatically disqualified if you do that?
If you're a threat to the person, yes.
So I don't think
either
of those ladies would do that. But
obviously if you're wrestling, which we've already seen Elaine and Missy both wrestle.
Yeah.
So... What? Why are you teasing that with us? Do you think we just tuned in?
Yeah,
like
we're not
we've
buying
been watching. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to do a high and a low moment, David.
Let's do it. Okay.
Sorry, I didn't prep you on this.
I'm ready. I'm gonna wing it.
David's good on his feet. It's fine. But from this past episode, let's pick like a high moment, like player wise, like name a player and like what their high is, and then somebody who done screwed it up.
Okay.
You want me to go first?
You go first.
Okay. I'm gonna say that the high from last episode is Jason and his calling.
Oh, good one. I
really loved the way he talked to Kelly, especially at the puzzle.
Okay.
But he was obviously a great caller, but that puzzle thing just really made me, because I've been having my eye on this Jason. He seems like he's getting good airtime. He's making some decent, moves, but not like doing anything crazy. And then this calling just really kind of sealed it for me, and I was like, I like Jason.
Okay.
So that's my high.
Okay.
My low is a good old Nora.
Good old Nora.
That lie, that persuasion.
Yeah.
Was one of the worst things we've seen. And by worse, I mean like move.
Yeah.
It was very entertaining.
Yes.
But that was a horrible move.
Horrible lie. Horrible lie. I 100% agree with you on the low. Like, I don't think there's a bigger... Like, Nora's lie is worse than Chelsea not playing her idol.
Yeah.
Like, it's that low. That lie was so unconvincing, and I don't think it bodes well for the rest of her game.
No.
So I don't totally agree with you on the low.
Non-existent game, yes.
Yeah. I wish I could make my high Nora eating watermelon.
Yeah.
Because... that was a high. But I would say Missy's pivot to Chelsea is the high of the episode for me. I just thought she was so, quick on her feet and obviously good at convincing people. She wanted to break up that showmance and she tried to go for Dean and people weren't buying it. And she didn't let it fluster her. She didn't argue. She didn't push back on the Dean thing. She was like, okay, not Dean, then Chelsea. And then the Chelsea thing worked out. Like, she's obviously persuasive. She's got people on her side. She can rally the numbers. And, that was a good move, I think, for her resume more than anyone else's this early in the game. Like, I think that's definitely a high for Missy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love Missy. I really hope she's not, like, overstepping too soon.
I know. That's the only downside of that. But...
Okay, you guys give us your highs and lows.
Yes.
Tell us what you think about this Chelsea blindside. Give me your thoughts right now. And while you guys are doing that, let's talk about
this. Yeah, tell us the details of this giveaway program.
Well, first off, there is a link down here of where you can get the shirts.
Yeah, you can just buy one.
Yeah, you can buy one. Because there is another design. It's not just this is our logo, obviously.
Yeah.
But there is another design which is really funny. If this weren't a live stream, I'd put a picture up of it, but I'm not that talented. So, but you go there and just see that other design because But so we're gonna do a giveaway on our videos.
Yeah.
And then we're also going to do some giveaways on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah.
So if you want to follow, that link is also down there. Follow the show accounts.
Yeah. Make sure you're subscribed on here.
Which is Nerdtainment on IG and Sarah Big Brother is Twitter.
Yes.
That's the show accounts. So after we talk about the video giveaway, keep an eye on how we're going to do the giveaway for there. Oh my God, it's complicated already.
It's a lot of details.
I don't mean to make it this complicated. Not at all. But okay, so the way to pick a random winner is there's a comment randomizer.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
So that means our next video that comes out on Thursday, which will be about the Survivor episode this week, if you leave a comment, you are entering to win the giveaway.
It's that easy.
So next Monday when we're back here on this live stream, we will go through all of the comments from that Thursday video.
Okay.
And pick out four random winners from the comments. Okay. So, again, Thursday's video.
Yes.
You comment on that video before Monday.
Yeah. I'm listening, then I'm gonna repeat this all back to you to make sure that I got it right.
And then we will have 4 random winners who entered via comment.
Okay, so if I were, I'm ineligible for this contest.
Yes, you are ineligible.
Because I'm a co-host of the show, whatever. But if I did want to win, I'm going to watch Thursday's video, and I'm going to leave a comment.
Yes.
I could say first.
You can.
I could say something actually meaningful about the show. I could compliment the shirt design. Yes. Say whatever I want in the comment.
Whatever.
So I'm going to watch that video. I'm going to leave a comment. I'm automatically entered.
Yes.
You're going to put all the comments in a randomizer, and it's going to pick 4.
Yes.
And we are going to announce who those 4 winners are on Monday.
You said that so much better. Thank you. Yes. Woo, thank goodness for Douglas.
Okay. Well, I hope you guys understand. It's not that hard. Just comment on Thursday's
there's 4.
video.
Enter via comment. There are 4 winners. Then also keep an eye out on Instagram or Twitter, whichever is your pick. What do you like?
Social media platform of choice.
What do you like?
Yeah.
Check out that because you're going to have more opportunities to enter to win there.
I love it.
And thanks to your shirting me.
Yeah.
Because they're the ones who are sponsoring this to give you guys free shirts.
That's right. And they have lots of other designs other than Nerdtainment stuff, so you'll love them.
Check out their whole site. They got lots of funny shirts.
Yeah.
But then go to the Nerdtainment page.
Right, because that's the most important one.
Okay. Also, please let me know if there were any questions about that. Oh, yes. Okay. I'm seeing highs about the watermelon.
Yeah.
Ben is saying a low for Missy.
Low for Missy. I can see
Definitely a perspective.
Yeah.
Nora floundering her life was painful, but in the most entertaining way, right, Seth?
Yes. Oh, people are still on my case about forgetting
David,
Reem. You're never going to let me live that down.
No, don't ever let him live it down. It was the best. Thank you, Ben. Bring it up every single live stream. Yep. Oh, thank you. Yes. You guys are so good at reminding people to like the video.
Yes.
Subscribe.
It definitely helps.
If you have not. All that jazz. Yes. Nora's Jedi mind tricks.
I mean, I don't care if Nora's a horrible player as long as she stays on the show. Yep. Nora and Elaine are my favorites so far for wildly different reasons.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Like, I genuinely love Elaine and think she's so funny and want her to get more camera time, and I think she's a good player and has a strong chance to go far. Nora is just a kooky, crazy lady, and I love a character like that.
You know what? I don't like when people really aren't playing the game. But if you're playing it horribly, that's entertaining.
Yeah.
If you think you're going at it and just missing it, that's fun.
Yeah.
And that needs to stay.
Yeah.
When people are just I don't know, then I'm I don't have time
dead
for
weight.
you. Yeah,
exactly.
Okay, Abby says sarcastic hi, Lauren and Vokai sitting Nora.
Oh, that was funny. That was so great.
Look, that was probably a high for the tribe because I can't imagine Nora being the caller.
And she never saw it coming. That was it was a blindside. They blindsided Lauren. They blindsided Nora by benching her during the challenge.
That was amazing.
It was so good.
I can't believe they had the guts to just be like, Nora's sitting out.
Yep. No hesitation.
She was like, what?
Wait, what? It like happened and
then
it was
she
just
like,
over.
Walked out.
Yeah.
Oh no.
And just was like hands on hips, like.
Oh my goodness, that was funny.
That was great.
Yeah, Seth, that's kind of like Karishma. Like, we had high hopes for her, but she's kind of falling in that category of like, you're not like playing horribly. You're just kind of like, and I'm only gonna like that for so long. It's not gonna do it for me. Okay, Casey says, hi, Sandra, asking Nora if she needed more time to why don't you eat your watermelon and think about it a little bit? Yeah,
and Nora, nope,
I'm good. No, let's go. Let's do it. I love it. Oh, that's my kind of persuasion. Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, I'm not sure it is.
Oh my gosh, wait. LG lives in the same area as Nora and ran into her a few weeks ago at a restaurant.
Oh my gosh, very high key, but so nice.
I love it. Oh,
high key. I love describing Nora as high key.
She's a bit high key. That's a very good description. I would have definitely gone up and said hello.
Yeah.
I'd have been like, Nora!
No, I would have been like, I need a photo. I need your phone number. And we need to meet up soon.
Yeah, right.
And be friends.
Let's be friends. Although I could only, take like
doses.
Like every once in a while. Let's be friends.
Right.
Ben is saying Lyra Lowe as Dean and Chelsea during that challenge. That did look pretty.
That was bad. Yeah,
they were like just wandering.
Dean in any challenge so far. I need to be nicer to Dean.
No, but like Dean's a lovely person, but in the challenges, like we have to call it like it is.
Not bringing it.
It's not looking good in the challenges.
Yeah.
Faith, you got to catch up.
Yeah.
Okay, Skeleton Center says Low. Dean deliberately ignoring Elizabeth's instructions.
She was like, go under, and he was like, I'm going to go over.
You can't just do. I mean, what?
Yeah.
You can't. Oh, okay.
I'm starting to wonder if it's some kind of strategy where it's like he knows that he's got the build of some like big physical threat.
You always think this.
I'm trying to give people the benefit of the doubt because I really can't explain why someone would be so bad at every challenge. So I'm like, maybe he's trying to lay low.
Yes, okay.
I don't know.
I get it. You do want to lay low if you look like you're built.
Yeah.
But don't do things wrong.
No.
Don't put your tribe at risk, especially
and the truth is,
if
he should do whatever he can to prevent the tribe from going to tribal council.
They've already had gone a couple times.
Yeah,
like, you need to do what the caller says.
You're right. Sorry, Dean.
Maybe not volunteer to be the caller, something like that.
Yeah.
Sebastian says Dean's puzzle abilities is a low. I agree with that.
Definitely.
Don't ever put him on a puzzle again. Yeah. Jordan's asking us if we had to pick a winner, who would it be and why? Are we just gonna pick Elaine because we love her?
Well, I mean, that's a good pick. The reason why being only because we love her. But I would say, honestly, I mean, it could be Elaine. But I would say my guess would be it's someone who's keeping a little bit of a lower profile right now. I would say
like
maybe a Kelly.
Oh, yeah. Kelly's a good one.
I think she's playing a pretty good game right now. I mean, her tribe has only been to one tribal council, but she has an idol. I think she's in a pretty good position right now. She could go far. She's definitely smart.
Yeah. I think at this point, I'm going to say Missy.
Okay.
Because she's showing us that she could be a winner, but I'm afraid she's
coming in too hot.
Yeah, too hot, and she won't win. But that would be my pick right now, is Missy is running things.
Yeah.
Stephanie says she does not come here for us to be nice, to hear us be nice.
Oh.
So, we're bringing you the truth.
Okay.
Right? But with just a polite spin.
Polite, yes. We're not mean, we're just honest.
Seth says Jamal is super arrogant and he misses Vince. Okay. Dean is the new war dog, Faith says. That's very interesting.
That is. Yeah, Dean's going to start having to play a little harder, though, to be War Dog. Because War Dog was horrible at challenges, but he was definitely, trying to run things. He was.
He thought he was running things.
Yeah.
That's another one that's, entertaining because you think you're playing great and you're not.
Oh, boy.
It's hilarious.
Yeah.
Sebastian says a hi is the Jason don't dance while he's dancing. Oh, remember when Nora was like, yee, and Jason was like, don't dance.
Oh, yeah, right.
And Nora's like, I can't help it. Yeah, you're not supposed to dance. But that was 2 episodes ago, but that's definitely a low.
Yes.
Or you think it's a high, but it was a high for Jason and a low for Nora.
Mm-hmm.
Rose is saying Kelly or Tommy for winner, I would assume. Yep. Oh, Janet and Tommy are playing good games. I agree.
Yeah. Janet is playing a good game.
Kelly's idol. That's a good question. Has that expired?
No, I don't think so because I don't know if her tribe has been to tribal since she got it.
So does it only count?
Yeah, it's a question of whether it counts for tribals she goes to or tribals that occur.
Right, because there was a time when they were like, they phrased it, the next tribal you go to.
Uh-huh.
So I don't think that it's counting until she goes there.
Yeah.
So she has to go to 2 tribals, because hers is for 2, right? Or did she get the 3? Oh, she got the 3,
Seth
so definitely wouldn't be expired.
Yeah.
Because she's going to have to go to tribal 3 times then, I think.
Yeah.
If I understood that correctly.
Yeah.
Yay! Okay. Thank you guys for joining us.
Yes.
We always have fun with y'all.
We do.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Remember to subscribe. Remember to like.
Support it on Patreon.
But most importantly, remember to come back on Thursday.
Yes.
Leave a comment and enter to win.
One of our shirts.
Yay! Okay, so we're back on Thursday for this episode recap.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's it for this week, right?
Yeah, I think that's it.
Okay, you guys.
Well, thanks again for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
All right, bye.
Bye. Go away. It's over. We're ending the live stream.